We are live.
We are live on a Monday, Labor Day, today.
We's here.
Live everywhere, Facebook, YouTube, emails coming in. Subscribers should be getting their notifications now. Facebook should be letting all the highlights and followers know. The favorite duo is back again. It's been a week.
We's live, baby.
I'm pretty sure you sent something, but nothing came. That's weird. Instagram, they think you a bitch because you ain't sent nothing. That's weird. Go here. Grab this.
Right.
What's up, sis?
All right. Should be everywhere. Posted all around and about.
Shared it.
Put my phone on the charger. Hold on.
That's weird. Why would Siri do that? Why would Siri think he was talking to her? You coming in right now, you looking for Drip. Drip went to go put his phone on the charger. Drip will be back momentarily. As we wait, gonna hit it and quit it, get this thing started. As soon as y'all get in here, YouTube viewers going up. Tap in, let us know who watching. Let us know who here tonight on this Monday night, on this Labor Day night. Dang, man. Live on a Monday. I hear him coming. He's here. I hear him approaching. YouTube viewers going up. Let us know where you tapping in from. Let us know where you watching, who watching, what's going on. Long weekend is over with. BAU tomorrow, business as usual.
Stupid ass business as usual.
Business as usual tomorrow.
Everybody tap in, let us know where you at, where you tapping in from, say what's up, hey, bye cat, bye dog,
What's
all
up,
that
babe?
stuff, please. Hey sis.
I can see clearly now. The screen is split. Do 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 do. What you want? It's paper.
Shit, if it's the wrong one, hey, we'll get to it. Fuel discretion is advised. Shit.
You start putting it as one.
Well, people obviously are enjoying their Labor Day, so we're just going to go ahead and get it on started.
Go ahead, jump right on in.
Another beautiful rendition, another beautiful episode, another beautiful slate, another
moment in time.
Another glimpse at history with discussions and conversation. Of course, I'm Chris. That's Dre.
Dre.
We here, man. We sit the same way every week, so y'all, it's hard to get us confused. Dre sit over there. Y'all left, my right. I sit, y'all right, my left. Like every week.
Easy peasy.
Y'all know what it is.
We never even switched it up
is,
to
man.
try to confuse anybody. It's the same thing.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. What would you do, Drip? Your boss tells you to cover them lying to court. Your boss tell you to cover for them when they lying to corporate. What you gonna do?
I mean, shit, I might as well do it. I don't really see a reason not to. I mean, I guess some would argue what's the lie? But I mean, your boss tells you to. I mean, you might as well do it.
If your boss say it, do it, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're on the clock. You don't want to lose your job, right?
I was about to say, 'cause what if it's like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna fire you, and they still gonna have to go and they can still go and tell the lie, because they just gonna fire you.
What would you do if you found $500 in the ATM slot after the person before you walked off?
They're fucked.
Shoot.
Shit out of luck.
I'll tell you what I would do. Put that $500 in my pocket and walk away.
Yes.
I don't even need to withdraw money no more.
Yeah, whatever I was going to withdraw, I no longer need. And if I do need it, I can go to another ATM. But realistically, this $500
I don't even need it.
Is probably what I was going to withdraw or more than that. So I'm fine. I'm good. Don't need to go nowhere else. That's it.
Not reading round 3. That's fucking nuts. Would you rather be rich but hated or broke but beloved?
Hate me.
Would you rather lose your phone for a month or lose hot water for a month?
I'd take that hot water for no month. Been hurricanes, living in Florida. I done been through that before. So going without my phone for a month, nah, I couldn't do that.
No phone for a month, me.
Okay.
Would you rather fight one bear-sized duck or 50 duck-sized bears?
What the fuck? All right, that caught me off. And we were doing pretty good, and then it just got really weird really quick. Fight one bear-sized duck or 50 duck-sized bears. I think I'm going to go with the...
Oh, my.
Wow.
Not the church YouTube.
Wow, yeah, no, not the church YouTube. Don't do that. What's
Ooh,
up?
God, we're going to be in the church algorithm now.
For sure going to be in the church algorithm.
Hey,
without a doubt.
Where my baby at? Tell my baby I say hey.
Yeah, I'm going to fight one bear-sized duck.
I'll go bear-sized duck.
Yeah.
I'll go bear-sized duck. Yeah.
He skipped the page. Sorry, I know what that means.
No, dude.
Okay.
I had went back to the first one, then flipped back. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing from the first one. Be honest with you, this is stupid. I've never done any of these things. I don't know why this is written down.
Yeah, I don't even...
Head, what's up, man?
What's going on, Head?
I've been skydiving. I once faded at a concert. I hate pizza. All lies.
Yeah, those are all lies. She wanted to keep playing outside.
Oh, Jesus. Please don't beat my baby.
Don't be, though.
I can juggle 3 objects. I met a celebrity randomly. I never learned how to ride a bike. All lost. I know how to ride a bike. I don't think I've ever randomly met a celebrity. I can't juggle 3 objects.
Yeah, I'm not even going to sit up and try to do nothing like that.
Okay. I've slept in an airport overnight. Wrong. Never will.
Mm-mm.
I can cook a signature dish. I once got lost at a theme park for hours.
No.
That's not even a good one. I don't like theme parks to get lost in one. Okay, audience participation game. Let's see if the audience fuck with us. If not, we're going to blow through the rest of this show.
We're going to be done. Dunsky.
Alrighty. Guess the fake headline, guys. A man uses AI chatbot to fight parking ticket and wins. A scientist discovered coffee can cure hiccups instantly. A dog was elected the mayor of a small town in Minnesota. Guess the fake headline, guys. We'll give y'all about a minute and a half. We know it's a little delay. Fly, Eagles, fly on Thursday. I don't want to hear shit else. Hey, man, I'm with you.
With you when you're right, man.
Waiting for y'all to tap on in. Y'all tell us what you feel. Which one is the fake headline? A man uses an AI chatbot to fight a parking ticket and wins.
That nigga said acknowledge me.
Scientists discover coffee can cure hiccups instantly. A dog was elected mayor of small town in Minnesota. We got one, the coffee one.
Okay.
And Facebook is ahead of YouTube, so.
Yeah, we've seen. Yeah, we know that. We've proven that point.
Well, let's fast on forward, man. College football was amazing this weekend. The Florida State Seminoles are back
100% back.
Top. This past weekend, the Florida State Seminoles went against the Alabama Elephants, and listen to me, 31-17.
They win and handle business.
The upset of the weekend. Florida State University's run game gashed Bama's defense, and their defense held strong on 3rd and 4th downs. Listen, Florida State University is back.
That's it. That's the only way that I can describe what we saw on Saturday. Florida State football was live and in action. The stadium was crazy. The players were connected. The quarterback that we just had transfer in from Boston College, he delivered.
So do you think this was like just some like early season rust that Alabama got to get off, or is like are they falling into are they falling back?
Yeah,
I like that quarterback from Boston College. Love him. We're gonna touch on that.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna touch on him.
Honestly, man, I think the Alabama that we or people have known and loved are probably going to be backseated this year. I don't think this is going to be a good year for Alabama. Not to discredit the Florida State win, because we still went up and put up against a very strong SEC team. Top 10 currently, but historically one of the strongest SEC teams. So I don't want to hear nothing else, because that's all that really matter there. But I definitely think Alabama, I'm scared, because again they're an SEC team. So you just took a loss like that to ACC. The rest of your year is gonna be tough.
So Tommy C, man, or what is his name? TC. I know
TC,
that.
man.
I know that. TC, man. Castellano. That is a bad boy.
Bro, we saw him in both aspects. We saw him throwing the ball. We saw him tuck it and run it, design runs where he had to extend the play on his own and use his legs. Like, man, I'm just that one game, I'm happy with what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Chop, where DJ Moore from? Or you mean DJ Lattimore? DJ Moore or a quarterback from Boston College?
He played for the Bears.
Mm.
He must be talking about the quarterback that we had last year. His name ain't DJ Moore though.
Oh, you talking about DJ? You can't throw the ball?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, Buddy right now is way better.
I about to
than
say,
him.
Buddy right now is definitely proven himself to already be better.
Hence why he couldn't make a 53-man roster for the NFL. Yeah, man.
No, that's not gonna do it for him. So, I'm happy with game one. Excited to see the next couple of games because they are quote unquote easy opponents. Our hardest opponent coming up based off of schedule is Miami in October, the first week of October. So until then, it's honestly just waiting to see where they put us at an AP. Do you think we're going to be landed in the top 10? How do you think that's going to look?
Top 25. They'll give us top 25. If anything, about 25.
Okay.
I'm not going to push for a very high. From what I've seen, a lot of sports commentators and stuff are like top 10. Number 5, so on and so forth. I wouldn't say that high yet. Give it.
Yeah.
Let us get through these first 3 weeks and go see Miami on week 4.
I mean, man,
judge us then.
I feel like personally, if you go down to Miami, you take Miami down after Miami just beat Notre Dame, the running up defending champions of the Natties. I feel like at that point you got to put us top 5. Because, I mean, we would have hit SEC. We would have hit our own opponent in ACC, who's also taking down big-name opponents. Because, I mean, they got a pretty heavy schedule. Before they even got to see us, they got to see some boys. So they might be banged up. And
well, yes and no, because all they really seeing is Florida, and they only seeing Florida, us, and USF.
Okay.
Everything else is no names, all of that.
Okay.
And at home.
Okay.
Realistically, all of their games, their first 7, I think maybe their first 9 games are in the state of Florida.
I mean, I can tell you for a fact, I definitely didn't like, and I mean, that's pretty much at home being in the state of Florida. Because, I mean, you going to Georgia, I mean, if you going to UF or USF or
both
Florida
of those,
State
both
to play.
both of those are the 2 away teams. So
Yeah.
I mean,
that's gonna be, those should be
all
easy.
I know is go blue, top 10 sheets. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. If my phone wasn't dead, I could show you the headline.
Yeah.
Like they're projecting Florida State to be top 10 right now.
I just want to be realistic and say top 25. Respectfully,
I'll say top 25, number 25. Bro.
I think we've learned on.
We just went 2-10, so I like it's very easy to say. We're back, scream, we're back, but hey, it's too early. We just went 2-10.
Yeah, it's too early to give it top 5, top 10 again.
It's too early, man.
I think
the highest I would go is maybe like 15.
Yeah,
bro.
15 is the highest. I feel like we got Alabama. We take these next 2-3 weeks in September. Once we come out the first week in October, we beat at ACC in Miami. Now I'm arguing top 10, top 5 because now we done kind of showed, okay, no, them boys really back. Because obviously last year we took a beating from Miami. We took a beating from all the Florida teams. So now coming back to be like, no, Miami, we run ACC. Thank you for, doing what you did last year, but now we back. It's hard to really gauge it, man, but
I'm going to keep my mouth shut this season, man.
31-17, I think speaks for itself. Yeah. This wasn't no close game. We didn't win by a field goal. We didn't win by we weren't clinching our pearls. We were up. We were up, period.
Yeah, bro. But, hey, I know for me this season, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because apparently I did all last season. So
when they was 2-10.
I didn't say anything last season. I was ghost. I was missing. I was all that last season. So this season, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, bro. I'm gonna celebrate at home, celebrate my victories at home, and
Buckeyes shut down Arch Manning and handed the number 1 Texas an opening loss. As we know, Arch Manning is supposedly the number 1 pick in the upcoming draft.
I don't think that's happening no more.
I don't think he's going to be able to make that case
unless he
after
go
what
crazy
he did
the rest of this season.
And when you say, and because of the way college football is set up, when you say the rest of the season, I literally mean the rest of the season. You cannot have another game 1. You can never do what you did in game 1. You got to go for the rest of the year. I mean, running and throwing that rock like crazy, because, man, he entered the second half not even crossing 100 yards thrown, not even crossing 50 yards thrown.
Come on, man. And it's not to say that Ohio State are some bums or something like that, because they're not.
No, obviously not. They just, they did what they did.
Like, we know them. They are them boys. Like, we know they are a great organization, a great team, a great program, all of that. But again, for people to sit here and say, "Oh my God, he's him. Yeah. He's the greatest. He was the best that we've seen since." Like,
because mind you, Drip, the score say 14-7.
When you go against a top 3 defense, though, tell me how you think about that. That's the top 3 That's the strongest defense that he can see all season, and that's true. And that's what I'm alluding to now. Like, Ohio State, not no bums. Like, they're a great program.
Now the score says 14-7, but as we know from watching bits and pieces of the game,
it wasn't a 14-7.
It was not a 14-7 game. That game was.
I'm dead ass, headache.
It was not a back and forth game. It was heavily in favor of Ohio State, and they just had certain plays and certain downs to where they couldn't really pull all the way through.
Yep.
But realistically, the scores probably should be more like 37. It'd be, but
48-7.
But it's 14-7 is very respectfully, because again, Arch Manning did not do any numbers. LSU, Clemson. Before the game, LSU was wearing shirts that had already projected them being 1-0. And them boys went and
the Tigers beat the Tigers.
Yeah, they went and put their paws down, to say the least.
That boy say he's. I swear, bro. You ain't gonna hear nothing from me for the rest of the season. We gonna win. I'll be like, yep. I didn't get active until the second half, so remind you that too. Yes, it took him a while to warm up. Like that. That's what it kind of seemed like. It seemed like he needed to warm up to everything. Like, he needed to get in game rhythm. He needed to get in game flow. And this ain't the time for
I about to say, with who you coming into this season already being projected to go number 1 coming out of the season, you supposed to come in swinging. Like, yes, Ohio State respectfully defending natties, all of that, like, kudos. But this is supposed to be a generational talent. You a Manning. You supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to understand how you came out and put on a show, or didn't put on a show, rather, like he did on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see how the year go for him. Ohio State's number 1 receiver didn't have over 100 yards, let alone didn't have over 60.
Oh, 1 LSU, baby.
Hey, man, those numbers, they still gave us the wrong information. Who else? What was another big game?
Boise State versus USF.
Yes, Boise State went down. USF took
Boise
the
State
first.
Came into Florida and USF was smacking that ass.
They got booked right up out of USF, man.
Man, what?
USF took their first ranked win. What was it, since 2016? Drip is what we saw.
Since 2016.
2016.
And last year Jeremiah had 3 yards when they played against Texas. Who's Jeremiah?
I don't know. He screwed me up when he said DJ Moore, and that nigga's a wide receiver currently in the NFL. So I can't really take chop right now. I'm gonna have to just read that as I go. When he said that, I instantly was like, yo, I'm going to have to fact check anything Chop put in there. So, I don't know who Jeremiah is. Ohio State receiver didn't have over 100 yards. That's probably true. Yeah, I don't know who Jeremiah is. Yeah, man. But going back to Boise State, as we know, they had was it Ashton come out of there last year, Heisman runner-up, now currently play for the Raiders.
Genty.
Yes. So they were, pretty decent last year with him, and safe to say that that's probably over with now that he's gone.
I don't know, man. Because, boy, again, we know for college football, bro, it's all about a program-to-program, year-to-year basis.
Yeah.
So, Jeremiah is the top wide receiver for Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith, number 4. Oh, okay. Okay. He had 3 yards last year. Okay. But, yeah, we know college football is a program-by-program, year-by-year thing, bro.
Yeah.
What team were we watching, bro, that had 70-something transfers this year?
North Carolina got 70 new players.
70 new players.
On top of, obviously, Bill Belichick being there now.
So, how can you, as a system and as an organization, how can you every year keep the same greatness that you have or have had when you're getting 70 to 80 to 100 new players each and every season?
I mean, back in the day, it was really based off of recruitment. I mean, now with NIL, that give those teams with more money to really be able to go after the top recruited guys, to where I might have been as last year, but I got the money to get whoever I want in the offseason. Alabama can no longer sit in a parent living room and be like, I can take your son to NFL. Because now another college can be like, yeah, I can get your son to NFL, but your son can also touch M's over the next 4 years.
I mean, but even with that,
so now it's like
all of that be cute, but then they'll go accept that and still be in the transfer portal 6 months later.
Yeah, just because again they go into the highest bidder. So like you just acknowledged, it's hard to really build those strong year-to-year programs like it was.
Man, back in the day when you got in the transfer portal, you had to sit out for a year.
Yeah,
before you could play again.
Those days are over with. Those days are over with, man. College football and college sports are really starting to become more and more like in professional sports. You got your deadlines and your trades and all that, but realistically, hey, you can hit it. So speaking of hitting it, speaking of transfer portal, our rivals here in Florida, outside of obviously UF down in Miami, the U. They picked up Carson Beck in the offseason, and they took on Notre Dame yesterday, and they won. It was a close game, a nail biter. I don't like what I saw from Carson Beck. Never really been a big Carson Beck fan. Never really followed him closely, but from what I've seen in Georgia games, I didn't think he was going to fit down in Miami with the way they play. Obviously, after coming after a player like Cam Ward, who can do both things, he can throw the ball and run it. Carson can't run that ball at all, and I saw that last night, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a rough year. They made it through Notre Dame, yes, but announcers were saying, Drip, that the only thing Miami was missing last year that really set them apart was their defense. Arguably, last night, the defense is what saved them to win the game. How do you feel about Miami this year with getting a transferred player in like Carson Beck, still keeping the core of your offense, line and receivers, made some changes on defense? How do you feel about Miami? How do you feel about that whole organization this year?
Truthfully speaking, I didn't watch the game last night. That's 1. 2. Carson Beck is one hideous motherfucker. That's 2. 3, let's get for real. Miami as a program I don't like what I've seen with Miami anyway. FSU all day, these just not ready for us.
No, they're not ready.
Miami as an organization, program as a whole, I'm trying to find a way to say this without disrespecting them.
Yeah. Say what's on your chest, man.
Miami ain't been shit since 01.
No.
All right.
No. Last year was cute.
Real cute.
You
The
know,
shit last year that they pulled, that was very nice.
Thank you for putting Cam Ward in the spot to keep representing black quarterbacks.
That was amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love what y'all were able to accomplish, all of that good stuff. Miami ain't been good since 01.
Yeah. And Miami is not one of those teams where they got a long list of different positioned NFL players. Go ahead before I make the rest of that point.
The Dolphins are like the Cowboys.
You mean the Hurricanes?
I mean, yeah, the Hurricanes are like the Cowboys.
Okay.
In the sense to where, as long as we've been alive, we haven't seen greatness.
No. And that was going to be the point that I made is for Miami, a lot of the players that has came out of Miami, for the most part, they're receivers. You don't see a bunch of quarterbacks, defensive, like that's their structure is mostly receivers. So Cam Ward really put them in a different spot by going number one coming out of Miami because, I mean, again, Miami has not done anything. They haven't really made any noise. And even last year, that was a year where Darius just made a good point. Florida rebuilding, UF, Florida State obviously wasn't even in the conversation last year. Y'all had a chance to run the state, and y'all didn't.
I don't blame them for that. I blame the playoff selection committee, all of that shit. Because realistically, the same way they did us when we went 13-0. Mm-hmm. It's essentially the same thing they did to Miami last year. Miami had an amazing season. They beat the best of the best, but y'all didn't rank them high enough so that they could do what they needed to do.
I think the Miami thing was also the strength of their schedule because they had beat some good teams, but the teams that they blew out were the teams that they were quote unquote supposed to blow out. Whereas the teams that were the quote unquote more stronger teams, they beat them, but it was like now the committee was able to point out, okay, no, Miami need help there.
Miami and Florida will not admit struggling times.
Yeah.
No, they won't ever.
And Miami was struggling last year on the defense. Like that's what really kept them out of a lot of the conversations.
The offense was so good,
yes.
The defensive struggle didn't matter.
God, bro, that offense was one of the most high-powered offenses that we have seen in the ACC in a while.
It was like putting makeup on a turd, bro.
It was like
because the offense is so high-powered, overpowered, OD, all of that. Like when you look at the program as a whole, again, as we always said, y'all need a better defense. If y'all defense was better, y'all would be further along. Because the defense ain't been able to prevail, it wasn't able to set their offense up to where they needed it to be.
And Cam Ward didn't make it no better. I mean, the high-powered offense he played, I mean, the moment they get out there on the field, them boys was barely doing 3 to 4 minutes.
You had a top 10 offense,
like, bro, them boys
was a lower 30 defense.
Bro, again, the way Cam Ward was moving the offense off the field, like he was moving them boys off the field in under 3 minutes. So the defense,
the top 6 in order for the committee to even look at, but they did that last year. They beat 2-3 top 10 teams.
I gotta look. I don't remember Miami full schedule. Again, I know obviously they played their ass off last year, because they did. So they were 6-2 in the conference.
It wasn't enough. Facts. It wasn't enough at all.
I just want to see the schedule last year. Okay, there we go. So last year, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. So obviously they beat Florida A&M. That was one of the first game. That was the first game. They came out, beat Florida. What's up, Mom? They came out, beat Florida A&M 56-9. Then they had Ball State 62-0. Then they beat South Florida 50-15. Virginia Tech. They didn't play a ranked team until Syracuse. All of their games last year, Wake Forest wasn't ranked. Georgia Tech wasn't ranked. Duke wasn't ranked. Florida State, obviously. Louisville and Cal were like their closest games in Virginia Tech. So I guess that's what the point Darius is making. They didn't beat a top 16. They didn't beat a top anything team. They just were blowing teams out.
Till we start knocking off the ACC in a big way, they were overlooked. But that's the issue, because realistically, the ACC has been knocking off the SEC for the past 4 or 5 years. When you go conference to conference matchups, the ACC has been beating the SEC for the last few years or so.
And then
and there's still no respect.
So I guess to the point of both, when they did finally play a ranked team against Syracuse, they lost. I don't know if they would have beat. Do you think if they would have beat Syracuse, being number 20, they would have slid into the playoff talks?
No. It's been no. I promise you. For one, the year that we went 13-0, we the ACC versus SEC, we went 11-7 that year. Yes, they would have. I don't think them beating Syracuse would have did anything.
Nah, not. I mean, Darius, they would have had to beat Syracuse, but like they would have had to shut Syracuse out. They would have
had to do what they did to FAMU to
yes,
Syracuse.
They would have had to do 59-3
game, bro.
And they would have had to be in Cam Ward going crazy. But I mean, and that's what pissed me off of Miami fans is like, oh yeah, last year we were this, that, and the third. Like, bro, y'all really didn't play nobody for real. Y'all played a rebuilding UF. Y'all played an obviously beat up Florida State. Then y'all took California took y'all to the juggler.
But devil's advocate, is that their fault? We can only beat who they put on our schedule.
No, it's not their fault because the graphic that we saw before the Florida State game.
But it has to be and that I'll agree. If
multiple teams.
If all ACC teams
come together and start beating,
smacking the shit out of SEC, yes.
Yes.
But I mean, overall record wise, ACC has been killing SEC the past couple years or so, bro. That and again, everybody says the cross conference play, the conference, the division play, all of that. Like that's what people consider nowadays. But mind you, when Florida State went 13-0, beat every division, beat every conference, beat all of that, and again, there was still no consideration.
Because even when we went 13-0, we came out the season and we whooped LSU ass. Let me start off there. We beat LSU 45-24 that year that we went 13-0. Then we came and did 66-13 against Southern Miss. We beat Boston College in our division. We beat Clemson in our division. We beat Virginia Tech in our division. We beat Syracuse in our division. We beat Duke. We beat Wake Forest. We beat everybody in our division. And even when we got to the SEC team in Florida, we took them down. So I think this year, because apparently this is the first time in a while that Alabama and Florida State had even seen each other, because the normal matchup for Alabama.
Yes and no, because remember they play here. They just played here 3 years ago.
Well, I'm talking about for a season opener. Apparently, Alabama only. I can't even remember what team they normally only play for a season opener, but this year they was
the team that they be paying millions of dollars to beat the shit out of,
just to get them a good start of the season.
How you pay millions of dollars just to beat a team?
But so going to that conversation, I like the point Darius and you was just talking about what multiple teams in the ACC could really like take down SEC teams.
Any of them, honestly. Let's again, we have to remember who is in the ACC. Us, Miami. You have you got Louisville, who is not trash.
Yeah, Clemson in
you got
ACC.
Clemson, who's not trash. You got VT, who's not trash. We got some amazing Boston College, an ACC team. Mm-hmm. If I'm correct, there are some amazing ACC teams out there that, if put up there, or given the ability to play, they could do it. The ACC is not trash. I don't know, man.
I mean, obviously ACC ain't never before the Big Ten really started getting recognition, it was always ACC, SEC, ACC,
That's
SEC.
It.
It wasn't until the Michigans, Ohio States,
Pac-12 was like a maybe kind of thing. Like, there was never.
Oh, yeah, because North Carolina's an ACC, too.
Come on, bro. Georgia
Pittsburgh
Tech.
and ACC. I mean, honestly, just Florida State, the U, Clemson, North Carolina.
Honestly, just this line alone, bro.
Yeah. And that line that Drip is referring to is Florida State, Miami, Boston College, and Wake Forest.
Who all beat SEC teams.
Because as we know, Louisville, that's who gave us Lamar Jackson. So I know y'all can't say anything about that.
FSU, Miami, and Clemson. Yes.
North Carolina now, though. Because, again, they got Bill Belichick. They got 70 new players. I mean, you want to believe that Bill going to do something with that blank canvas that they just pretty much dropped in his lap. Big Ten coming around.
You want to believe it, yes, but at the same time, as we know, all new programs, you never want to. Hell, what the Colorados just do last year? Like, all new programs, you never want to you don't want to hedge your bets on them first year, ever.
Yeah, no, not first year, but I think I don't even know how long Bill Belichick over there. I know he signed a pretty lengthy contract though, so he's gonna be there for a few years. Big Ten, you got Michigan, Penn State. I mean, obviously you got Ohio State. That's why I went with Oregon. Yeah, Big Ten's always been USC. Yeah, Pete Carroll days. We would have to see Bill tonight. Yep, we'd have to see what Bill gonna do tonight. I mean, they should be kicking off here in a minute. So I don't know how they really gonna pan out to be in their first game, but again, you got to get that some time to gel together.
This should be a very good NCAA football season, hands down. This should be a great college football season, an amazing one. And then to close out our show tonight, this ain't on the paper, but I just thought about it as we were sitting here. We are 3 days away.
Less than 72 hours, man.
From revealing our 2024/2025 NFL championship banner.
It's going up in the link, man, on Thursday night.
Bill, he was good in the NFL, but college is different. I give him 2 years. Again, and that 2 years is going to be time to restart the program again, and you're going to be saying the same thing we just said again. You can't give it to them the first year. You got to let them gel in and work together for a couple years.
Because if you want to be honest, now y'all going to really see how good Deion is. He ain't got them boys. He ain't got his sons. He ain't got Travis. He ain't got none of that.
And that didn't look too good first game either. We didn't even touch on that, but they did not look too good first game. I did
not like what I saw from Deion. I don't know what that was, but
you always need at least 2 years to get your players in the 20. Yes. Swear to God. Yep.
So, I mean, I know Deion he still got some of them boys from when Travis and Shador and Shiloh was all playing there. And I don't know what that was about, they first game. Hopefully they can try to figure out what they're going to do there because, again, they're in one of those conferences to where they can easily slide into the top 25. But if you going to play like that your first game, bro, the committee is looking. Like, and that's what, man, college football is so different because the committee is literally looking at every single thing that you're doing when that ball is in the air and when that ball is on the field. So it's like how you arguing, oh, yeah, we should have been there, And then when you go and do stuff like that, the committee like, that's why we ain't put them boys.
That's why we ain't put them boys in there, man. They should went down there and got.
Like, because, again, for the U, because for Florida State is not a good example. The U, we went 13-0 because our quarterback that took us there ended up getting injured. So you can't really say, oh, well, look what y'all did to Louisville. Y'all barely got – no. We're not even going to have that conversation. But for Miami –
all Deion has to do is make a bowl game, and he can say he's taking them to 2 bowl games 2 years in a row. Yes. And that's all that matters in college.
Yes, because –
that's all that matters in college.
For Colorado, bro, they weren't even filling their lower bowl before Deion got there. Now they selling out tickets. And at the end of the day, as we know, it's a numbers game.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of the reasons, would you argue, is why Deion went to a school like Colorado versus going to another major school, because he can really be able to show his worth or the difference he can make at a school like Colorado.
Because him going to FSU was already selling out the stadium.
We was already selling out the stadium.
Trash,
We was already putting up numbers.
All of that. We're already selling out the stadium.
And any other team that was looking at them, they were already doing something in some form of capacity. But Colorado literally was not doing anything. You can go there and say you turned that whole school around. Like, I think it was last year they had the Colorado commercials for the school up, and I'm like, you ain't never seen no Colorado commercials talking about come to Colorado and this and that's Deion effect. The Deion effect is a real deal thing, and Colorado is showing us that. But yeah, man, going back to the NFL kickoff this Thursday night, our boys gonna do it. We didn't touch on it, but Cowboys is down. They traded out Michael Parsons last week. And he's gone. NFC North now at the Green Bay in Wisconsin. So can Deion really win? Hell no.
ACC, yeah.
Yes,
ACC,
yes.
If he would have came to Florida State, he would have been winning.
Because, again, he would have had a team. But, I mean, I guess you could say he would have went.
Yeah, ACC or ACC, yes, he would have won because his name alone, the same way his name was
got
for
players
HBCUs
in Colorado
and shit, and the same way his name got players to Colorado, his name would have got players to the ACC or SEC that he wanted or needed.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you would have
got the wins,
if you would have put him in like a Florida or a Miami or a Florida State or a Georgia or Alabama team that was already getting top recruits without a Deion Sanders, my God.
Nope, neither.
What?
I think he would have got the wins, man.
How wouldn't he have gotten the wins?
He would have got the wins.
That would be my question, Darius. How wouldn't he have gotten the wins?
Realistically, the same outcome he has had in every season so far, except for his best Jackson State season, would have been exactly because he hasn't been an undefeated coach. He hasn't been a top 5 coach. So the same outcomes he's had in regards to winning season, 5-8 season, 8-5 or whatever.
Anything that get them into a bowl.
Anything right above 500, he would have been able to do that in ACC or the SEC. I think so.
Yeah. Once I thought about the question a little more, I'm like, yeah, no, he would have been able to do it in both because look what he did in Colorado and Jackson State. The players he was able to ring around him and get in. He's going to do the same thing. He was going to do the same exact thing in those teams that were already doing big numbers, big recruiting, big this, big that. Deion was going to come in there and plug and play.
Yeah, man.
Been disciplined enough for him. I'm trying to think about.
I don't know. I think they would have been more disciplined coming through the ACC or SEC versus where he at now? Big 10, Big 12.
I think it's Big Pac-12.
Pac-12 versus Pac-12 and HBCU.
Big 12.
Yeah, man.
They returned to the Big 12 for the 2024 season because they were in the Pac-12.
Okay.
So they in the Big 12 now.
I don't know. It's a tough one. That's a tough one to ask. That's a tough one to ask, to answer. That's a tough one. I'm going to think about that one. Would D. Allen have won the ACC or the SEC?
I just would like to believe.
I would love to believe it.
I just don't see. I feel like the formula is kind of like the writing is what they say. The writing is on the wall for him to have won in the ACC or the SEC. Like it would have just almost felt like it'd have been too easy. Like, bro, come on now. Especially going to a team that would have already had a good structure. Like he had to build that team in Colorado. Take the boys.
Him going to a Georgia, him going to Alabama. Like,
imagine if he would have been the coach. Succeed in Nick Saban.
Most of those guys are divas, so most would have left. Yes, but yeah, because Deion weeding process, there are a lot of the boys that's at these big name schools. They're there because they know a Kirby Smart, what's the name? Yeah. Like they're not going to do the shit that Deion was doing.
Yeah, Mike Norvell, they ain't going.
They not, because at the end of the day, football is this school's life. Mm-hmm. That and realistically for ACC and SEC schools, football is this school's life.
That's it, bro.
This is our lifeblood. So if you're coming to this organization, to this program, you have to devote your life to this program. And that's what he be trying to get these kids to understand because he came from ACC.
Yeah, he came from Florida State, so he know exactly what it take to be in those big conferences and really do it. I mean, and watch this though, to the point of what he's done in Colorado, he can also now say, I mean, honestly, it's only Travis Hunter because his son didn't go no round, but he can say, "Oh, I also got a number 2 pick in NFL draft."
Bro, I done got 3. Bro, he got multiple niggas in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. But just in the top, like I got a top 2 pick in NFL draft, like from my college coaching, like because
I was about to say because they've been watching this man since he was with coach at Jackson State. Yep. So I don't know, man.
And that's why I feel like he would have been able to swing some wins in ACC, SEC. I mean, he definitely.
But I get what
and that's why I'm like I get the point.
Travis Hunter and all them boys, they really was like they had to do it in order to get out.
Yes, they had. They.
I would love to believe it as well, but it's up to those players, and those guys wouldn't have been ready. These down south guys want to wear what they want to, so that would have been a big problem. Yes, okay. and that's what I was going to allude to as well. Like coming to the HBCU, you're happy just to play football. Mm-hmm. You happy just to receive a scholarship. You're happy to just. So if you're getting a scholarship from a Georgia, from a Florida State, from a Florida, from a Miami, obviously you was making waves because these are what's it called? Big Five?
Power Five. Power Five.
If you're getting offers from a Power 5 team, like what is there for me to be humble about? What is there for me to lower myself for?
Especially with some of these boys that's getting head turns and a sophomore and a junior, and they got teams like Georgia and Florida State and Clemson coming to see they junior, and like, come on, man. So yeah, I'm coming into my college year. Y'all been recruiting me since my sophomore year, so y'all obviously know I'm good.
Come on, man. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right.
I like that. That's good. That was good. Those were some good points, Darius. Very good points.
Well, y'all. It's been a great episode today, man.
We're going to cut it because guess what we're going to be at on Thursday night?
These guys are bought already, and Deion couldn't have said anything. That's why he didn't take an NFL job. He can't control it. Facts. Once you got it, man, ain't nothing you can coach me on. Ain't nothing you can tell me about. None of that. So that is true. Listen, man, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We're back again. Friday live at 7 every Monday, every Friday.
Monday and Friday.
Sorry we missed y'all this past Friday, but Discussions Konversations here every Monday and Friday, man. Thank y'all as always, man. As we said at the top of this broadcast episode, all of that stuff.